What's up, sexy tacos?
And sexy sushi.
It's Edwin.
It's Nina.
And today we're going to be doing a video on a very requested topic. It is advice on surviving long distance relationships.
Yeah, because we do it so well.
Well, we survive it, okay? That's the term we're using. So get your long distance partner and FaceTime him and get ready to count down from 3 to 1 and press play on this video so you can relate to us.
Get your boyfriend, get your girlfriend. We have a few tips for you.
So first things first, you gotta see this whole thing as an opportunity, an opportunity to have a girlfriend that doesn't nag you to constantly have attention.
Well, I believe that it's an opportunity to have that alone time, because we all know that we like to just, lounge around by ourselves and not have a boyfriend tell you about the good deals that he's found.
I think the opportunity aspect of the long distance thing probably varies from person to person, but for me, I was very depressed last year, and when we became very long distance relationship, when that really hit us, it kind of helped teach me to be less emotionally dependent, because that's what I feel like, I was really just relying on her for it.
And I feel like I was kind of similar. Like, I wasn't mature enough, and so when I was with you, I was kind of just going with what you were doing and not really having a set thing for myself. But when we were apart, it was because you weren't around me, but you were giving me tips how to do it. So I was taking in your information, but you weren't there to hold my hand on the way.
I couldn't hold your hand anymore.
Hold it now.
Now another tip is to set ground rules and expectations, like what's off limits, what's okay to do, what shouldn't be okay to do. Now, for some people, this might be not too much partying, it'll upset me, it's not good for you, it's just regular stuff that people do while dating.
Yeah,
but
people have different things.
Yeah, but it gets weird when it's long distance because you can't physically monitor it, right? And we're pretty open-minded.
We're pretty lax.
Yeah, we don't really have rules for each other. That's a weird thing.
I feel like if you are somebody who's like that, then you should probably maybe work on that. I don't know if that's a rude thing to say.
Well, because it's long distance, you can't really monitor someone, so you really have to have trust. I think that's the biggest factor.
If you don't have trust, then long distance is not for you. You need to have good communication, because if you don't have that, then talking over the phone is gonna get weird. And when you have phone arguments, you have to know how to deal with those, because you're not in front of the person. It's going to be different how you usually talk.
Now, obviously, you're going to talk on the phone, but I think a very, very clever a way that feels cute when we communicate is when Mina sends me DMs, or she'll make a little tweet about me, and I wake up to it because, she's awake when I'm asleep, and I wake up, it feels good, So just little things like a tweet.
Or sending you 10 Snapchats at once.
I love that. I really do like watching them. Freaking the internet is making long distance relationships easier. I don't know how they were possible before.
I think people just sent people letters and hoped it got
Ew.
to them.
I'm just kidding. Letters are actually really cute because they're physical as well.
Yeah, they're
That's
little gifts.
Talk dirty to each other. Keep this sexual chemistry alive. It's weird, right? But there's no shame in saying it. Freaking hey, get on FaceTime and just start taking off your top. Just do whatever. Sorry for getting so close to the camera.
If you want, you can also send Snapchats, and if you don't want to do FaceTime, you could just whip out a titty. You could be and send it over to
That's
them.
what Mina does, basically. That's her way of saying that's what I do, guys. We just don't know the future of Snapchat, though. So, honestly, sorry, Snapchat.
Nice to show.
I like Snapchat because it doesn't take up as much space, right? Because it goes away. But Snapchat, what are you doing with those updates?
When he's asleep, we have a very big time gap. We have about 7 hours while I'm awake and he's asleep. So, if I have so much to say to him, but I really want to say it to him, I kind of bombard him with messages, and then he has all those messages to wake up to.
It's fun to catch up. As we said earlier, because you can't monitor each other physically, you want to avoid dangerous situations. So, for example, Mina will go out late, and if she's out in public transportation, it worries me. Her phone would die all the time.
Yes.
So I had to get her. I got you a portable charger for your phone, because your phone would always be dying.
And I would be getting lost. I just moved into a new place, so I was calling Edwin once. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm looking for my house," and then my phone died, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." And luckily, my house was just around the corner, so I was being a bit stupid. But this has really helped, because now I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, so shout out to TechSnake, not sponsored.
We'll just break it.
Yeah, well, get us another one. Please sponsor. Certain things make the other partner feel better, And I try to tell you, Mina, don't go out late, or can you just sleep over at the friend's house? Because one night she was out partying, and I'm just like, sleep over. Why do you have to go home? It's just...
And then my anxious ass was like, no. Anyway, yeah. There's sometimes too where like I get a little bit uncomfortable with certain people Edwin hangs out with, and I would never like restrict him. But like everyone has, you know, people that they think, oh, like they're a bit, they shouldn't be doing. So, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, like at least tell me.
But baby, I thought we was open. I thought the girls could get all up on my D.
No, we've spoke about some people that we don't let on your
I'm just playing. I'm playing. Uncomfortable, dangerous situations will happen, and that's what we're here to tell you, that we're living them, and we're giving you advice to sort of avoid them. You know, you want to tell your partner, hey, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hang out with someone that you might not like. I'm gonna go out late. I probably won't sleep over.
Yeah.
It's all...
There's just things like you have to have that communication and like tell them, like even if you don't like it, you kind of have to like deal with it.
Yeah, you have to forgive if it bothers you so bad, and you have to just understand and just kind of communicate and see where you can meet in the middle, see everything.
Work things out.
Another tip, you gotta do things together.
Do things together.
This is like the most basic stereotype. We watch Netflix together and we count down. 3, 2, 1.
I think that's so cute because like whenever I talk about it on Twitter, people always relate when they're in long distance. They're like, oh my god, we do that too. And then I just imagine like all the long distance couples like, hey, push play, and then like
honestly, shout out to my brother Ruben. He lets me use his Netflix password, which I gave to her, and now we're all using the same Netflix password. I got you a little Fire H for your birthday, so you can use that little tablet to watch shows with me. And
now we can watch shows together.
And movies.
And all things.
What else did we do together?
We used to do live shows together, and that would like, you know, we'd talk about new things, and we'd talk to you guys, and that would be really fun and creative.
Yes, we try to do those.
Apple has some really good games that you can like play together, and iMessage too.
We don't
play the word game.
Yeah, no, you're right. No. If you have an iPhone, iMessage has some like games you can play through the iMessage, and we play those sometimes, but not often. Because...
I mean, I send them to you, and then you ignore them.
No, I play you, and I beat you every single time.
Okay, yeah.
So, I've never not played you. I beat you every single time.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm very good at word games. You should also do similar things.
Like in real life?
Totally lost my train of thought. When I go grocery shopping, I have Mina on my ear sometimes, and you know, sometimes she'll be whispering things. Like sometimes when I go to the pizza place, they're like, "What's your name?" She's like, "Say your name is Jeff," and I'm like, My name is Jeff, and that literally happened. I was laughing, and the guy started laughing, was taking my order, and we didn't know we were laughing, or he didn't know I was laughing, but he was laughing.
You have to make sure that you both have a goal set in mind.
This was very important.
Yes. For example, Edwin and I, when we first got put into the long distance relationship, we kind of, you know, we chatted every day, but we never really had that conversation of what's gonna happen in the future with our relationship.
We were so oblivious, you know, like we just like 1 second we were together every day, and the next second we're apart, and we have to realize like, dang, do we really want to do this? Do we really want to go on with this? Like, are we strong enough together? And then we realize, yeah.
Some people are kind of like scared to have that future talk because future's a big deal to people. Like, are you gonna be together for a long time? Do you want to be together in the future? And you kind of have to be like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
Like, in how many months? Like, if not years, what are you gonna be doing in months? How many times are you gonna see each other until something's gonna happen? Like, you gotta have that conversation.
What's gonna happen?
It's something like go to party and you have a kiss.
Wait, how many months till what's gonna happen?
I don't know, like, cause you, like visiting, like I mean, like visiting each other.
Oh, right, yeah, you have to plan your visits, right? Like, is it realistic? Because, I mean, I guess some people could be happy with like not seeing each other for a year or longer, but that's where I would say like, no, this relationship isn't worth it, Hunty. If I can't afford or see it realistically, or you can't, and we just can't meet in the middle somehow to see each other before a whole year, I would not do it, you know. So everybody has their own minds.
What about if it was like 11 months?
I don't think so. I think it's too long.
I think that's too long too, actually.
I feel like over 6 months is very questionable. We went 4 months, and that was after the 3 month mark, it starts to feel really painful. Yeah. But it's very doable. 5 months is probably still doable. 6 months, it just sounds really painful.
I feel like 6 months, like, whoa, like you have to be really like itching, like
that's
scratching
so much
your
time
skin
apart.
off.
But these are such strong factors to consider if you're gonna be in this. You know, you're like, can I do this? Is this something we're gonna do? We have to do? There's so many factors to consider. But yeah, you have to have a goal. Like, okay, what's realistic for us? What's our end goal? Do our goals align? Because, you know, is one person gonna be a painter? The other person is gonna be a business person.
And like, do they correlate? Can you guys do that in the same country as each other one day? Because like lots of people say, long distance can't be long distance forever.
Being physically alone isn't the worst thing in the world.
No.
I used to feel bad about it, but I don't feel lonely anymore, because I feel like loneliness is a mindset. Alone, sure, you can be physically alone, but you don't have to be lonely.
Yeah, like before I met you, I actually loved being alone. Like I always thought that like loneliness was my thing, and I loved it. And then when I met you, I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to be alone anymore. And I kind of still feel that. But then when I am actually alone, I kind of like enjoy that. Like I enjoy being away from you, but like obviously not for the period of time.
Yeah, you definitely have to get yourself in like the mindset of like, it's okay, everything's okay. You have to tell yourself, you really do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you really start missing the person. And like sometimes I have to make myself hang out with people because I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, Mina's like the best person. Like, why would I want to hang out with anybody else? You know? No, but then I hang out with people and I'm like, hey, being social is actually kind of cool. I really like it. It reminds me that I don't have to be a loner.
Yeah,
So,
don't seclude yourself and just think, oh, I just want to speak to my partner and that's going to be my day. Like, you can't do that.
and here's something I want to say. As I'm saying these tips aloud, these are actually tips for myself as well, because sometimes I do follow these tips, but sometimes I find myself just like being alone and just like feeling sad and just by myself.
Me too. Sometimes I'm just like, should I go out today, or could I, be on the phone with Edwin and watch a movie?
Right. Honesty is a big one. You have to be honest with your partner about whatever. Like when Mina is feeling sad, there's times where you like hesitate to tell me what's going on. If it's a family thing, I'm like, just be honest with me. Open up, because that's the worst thing. Putting up a barrier is the worst when you have distance, because I'm like, what? And it helps connect too. Honesty helps people connect. And the fact that you can't even see each other, it should be easier to just open up and talk about your private parts too. Be like, oh hey, my boobies look nice today.
Me every day.
I think physical gifts feel nice. So if you can think of anything to give physically, that is always nice, because then they're always using it. And there's nothing better than knowing that your partner's using something that you gave them. Sometimes I just ask me, are you using the little tablet I gave you?
Even though he knows I'm using it. He's like, are you using the fire hose? I'm like, yeah.
And also another big one is to just stay positive. And I'm not saying like, oh, you as a person stay positive. Keep your partner positive, just say cute things like, Mina, I love you. That always gets her to smile and like turn a little. I say it sparsely. I don't say like every day. I'm trying to transition more into more and more every day.
It feels like a little gift.
It's
or like an
gift.
explosion. Like somebody threw a nice one at me.
Well, you can't give kisses because when you're apart, but just say like random cute things like that you like about a person. Like, oh, I like when you do this. I like this. Make the other person happy. Because it's a tough thing when the other person's down. Keep them happy.
Last but not least, avoid excessive communication.
Oops, we're not good at that one.
No.
We talk all the time.
Yeah, especially me. I want that communication constantly.
Sometimes like, Mina, I think we should talk less.
And I'm like, what? Does that mean you don't like me anymore?
Like, no. I just feel like, because it feels like a reward after we're both really busy and then we get to finally talk. It feels so rewarding.
Yeah, and then I kind of realize, like, when he says that and then we don't talk for like a very long time, I'm like, oh,
Like
this
half a day.
feels good. Yeah, like half a day.
Even when I'm like, we shouldn't talk, like we should talk a little less, even though I say that, I still crave her. I'm like, oh my god, I want to talk to her. Like, oh.
Yeah, like I feel like once you were like, look, we have to like, calm it down with talking so much, and then like we'd act like we're gonna like end the call, but then we don't, and we just like stay on the call for another 3 hours.
It's funny because it sounds like exaggerated, but it's not. But I definitely see like benefits in avoiding like excessive communication, and just like like time apart, it like can be good in general for just like normal relationships. Do your own thing for a while. We have so much like space to do our own thing, but for some reason sometimes we talk too much, and it's not good. Something we're definitely working on. When you don't talk constantly, you have more to talk about because you catch up. Just some food for thought, and that is our first ever long distance relationship advice video.
Yeah.
Anything else we should tell them? I think it's very important to have a goal in mind. I think that's one of the best tips, to have a goal in mind. Like, yo, are you gonna meet? How frequently? Is a relationship sustainable? That's the real question, man.
When are you guys gonna get married? When are you gonna get divorced?
When are we getting married?
Yeah, next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to come to the marriage,
Then just jump right into it.
let's just jump right into the wedding, guys. All right, we'll see you guys next week, maybe. All right, thanks for watching. You think that's good?
Yeah.